Hello there, it's just me again, because Angie's working, and I don't have nothing to do. So today I want to make hamburger buns, because I don't have any hamburger buns, but I have like a whole bunch of ground beef, and I don't know what to do with it. So over here got the olive oil, sesame seeds, so you know, good sesame seed bun. I got my yeast right here, got my sugar, a bowl, because you might need more than one bowl, I'm not sure. Just doing the recipe offline again. Got some lukewarm water. That's what you're gonna need for yeast. Don't have it too hot, because you know you're gonna kill your yeast. You know. I got my sugar. I got some salt on the side here. We can't really see it. So first things first, you gotta do. I have scissors. First things first, you gotta do. You gotta find your scissors. Also have butter melting on the stove. Found my scissors. Ugh. Off screen like usual. I'm always walking off screen. Out of frame, off camera. So first thing you're gonna do. This is a weird angle I gotta do because of a lot of stuff around here, a lot of mess. First thing you gotta do, you know, just open up your yeast packet or get your yeast at least like 2 tablespoons, I think, something of yeast. Just pour that into the bowl you're using. This part is the easiest part here, honestly. So you take that and then take your cup of water. Just pour that in there with the yeast. Mix it up a little bit and then let it sit. That's all you gotta do. Just let it sit for at least, I think, like 10 minutes. I gotta make sure. Oh, also once we do like half cup flour, I'm just do a little bit. That's it. That's all I'm doing. And then mix it until it's foamy. I didn't get none of the stuff I need. I'm stupid. And then just mix that up until foamy and let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. Once again, you do not want the water too warm, because that will kill your yeast and it won't rise. Your water should be at least like, I think like 105 degrees Fahrenheit, or 41 Celsius if you don't use Fahrenheit. I think America's like the only one that uses Fahrenheit, I'm not sure. Let's go, that's it. You should get like a little smell from there. Then you have a little bit more flour. There you go. So that's it. And it should got all the phone needs. Alright, so now that you got your butter melted and hopefully it cooled down enough, it won't mess up this thing. Let the butter cool down a little bit. Not too much though. And now you mix sugar, salt, your butter, and your egg. 1 egg. You need 2 eggs for this. 1 for egg wash and 1 for your this, you know, well, obviously. I don't remember how much sugar I need. I need 3 tablespoons of white sugar. So 1. Oop. It mixes in while you add it. I feel like this has been added before, but you know, I'm not the prepared for made recipe, so the trying recipes I'm in there. 2, 3. And after you do that, you got to put in your salt too. And this needs 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just gonna put 1 teaspoon. I'm just gonna pour a little bit in there too, because I do not have a 4th teaspoon. Because I don't know. I only got like a 4. Let's do this. This is good. This is good enough. Boom. Cause I'm pretty sure that's at least. Let's pour a little bit more of that in there. There you go. Yeah, it smells about right. This thing's starting to smell a little bit. of like how burger buns usually smell. So I feel like I'm doing it right. And now I need to add 1 egg. Got this egg sitting out for a second. Don't want to crack this and make it bust everywhere because I usually do that because I'm bad at this. Don't want no eggshell in your burger bun. I know it sells with calcium, but I don't think you need it like that. Hate cracking eggs because y'all gotta watch me attack. I don't want that egg in there. I'm gonna test stuff. So, you know. So now, mix this in, whisk it in. Oh my goodness, this egg will not break. There you go. You gotta beat the egg in. Guys, it said beat the egg. I didn't know if I wanted to beat the egg inside. Well, this one said the other one. I look at 2 recipes so I can get the actual measurement of actual flour. For some reason right now, it didn't tell me actual measurement. You need 3 cups of flour. But this one says a pound of flour. I don't know how much a pound of flour is. I don't have a weight. I don't have a weight in this scale. I meant so. And now you're gonna put your butter in your. Ooh, what the heck is this light? Never mind. Oh, that's weird. It has some wetness on my leg for a second there. But it's wet in me. Yep, there you go. It's starting to smell like it. And then you want to add your flour and your butter. So add your butter first, because it's part of the liquid mix. I had to cool down my butter a little bit, so I'll put a tiny bit of water in there. Not really supposed to do that, but I did. So put the opposite side over there, and then mixing this up, I gotta get a spatula. Ooh, real quick. Forgot about my spatula, my wooden spoon. Makes it way easier on me to make this stuff. Wooden spoon, spatula. Don't use a whisk to make dough unless you got one of those stand mixers. But you should probably use your dough thing on your KitchenAid. Let me put this away first. I'm gonna try this with my hand. There we go. I'm so done. What's the olive oil for? There you go. Just add in your dough and mix it up. Incorporate it. That's what I like to do. Makes it way easier. Less messy because flour is gonna fly out your darn old bowl. Don't incorporate unless you're. Honestly, I say this unless the recipe says otherwise. Otherwise, always incorporate the flour. So mix it while you're pouring it. Never just pour it in and mix it later. Unless that recipe calls otherwise. I feel like incorporating is always the best way to go about making dough. Alright, now I could add the rest of it. I don't have no actual cooking shows, actual chefs and stuff. I'm not no cooking show. I'm not a chef. I'm just a dude who likes to make food sometimes. Well, not sometimes. Cause I do cook. I'm the cook of the house, apartment. It's just nice to cook. Enjoyable. Yeah, just mix this in. And if it's always best to have a silicone spatula on hand, because silicone is really good for this mess. It doesn't stick or nothing. Sometimes I use one spoon for certain things, but I also have a silicone spatula on hand just so I can get stuff off something else. It's a lot of work. It's hard work, especially if you don't have a KitchenAid mixer or any sort of stand mixer. Hey, heck, even I don't know if they even have the handheld mixers. I don't even know if they have a silicone attachment. Cool if they did. Probably would get that. Gotta look that up. I'm pretty sure they do. Makes sense if they would. Oof, a lot of work on your shoulders. I'm gonna cut the video here until I can get the thing mixed up. Okay, I'm back with the dough. It's kind of halfway incorporated there, like a quarter way done. Three-fourths of the way done. So now you want to take your flour surface. I like to use a silicone placemat. I don't have flour. Oh my goodness! Now I have flour. Now take your surface, put flour on it. I like to use the little silicone mat right here, so it makes it easier. Just in case I do not have enough flour, it won't stick to the table and stuff, you know. And so off to the side, just rub that down with some flour right there. It might be a little bit too much, but who cares? I also could put some flour back with this, and it makes it way easier. On me, save flour, and to make it easier to keep my area clean. It's not gonna stay clean completely, but you know, at least it takes some of the main bits of flour and just keeps it there. See, look, this thing's kind of dry a little bit, but it's fine. I got to incorporate it inside the. Oop, then I'm gonna apply. Gotta put it inside it too, so you know the moisture is inside the dough. And you incorporate that into the flour, you know, you'll be fine. See, look at that sticking. That's why you gotta keep your hands floured up completely, like I do right now, because it's not enough. I need more flour in my hands. So it's gonna be a huge mess. Get this out of here. It won't completely keep my tail from being messy, but it'll at least keep some of it from being messy. It makes it way easier for me to clean. Since the silicone won't stick as much, it won't get into the grooves of the table. Just knead it and try to form dough into a smooth ball. So you start tucking your dough. Try to get that smooth ball to start tucking the edges underneath each other, so you can get a smoother ball. It's gonna take a while for me because I don't think I had enough liquid. I mean, yeah, I think so. Probably do that. I guess I'm trying to get a smooth ball. It's kind of hard, but you know, see, it's coming out smoother. Just keep tucking the edges under each other until you can get a smooth ball. Need a little more flour in my hands. Just keep tucking it until those are gone. Still taking, why the heck I can stick in my hand so much? Get that little side right there. Just keep tucking under. Bring out the moisture to the top, like so. It should stick to your hand as much. If you stick it to your hand so much, there's not enough flour inside of it. Add a little more flour. It should stick a little bit, but not too much. It still should be able to pull your hand away with it. It should be like at least like somewhat wet clay, like dry enough to not stick completely, but you know, dry enough to, but not dry enough to not move. See, smooth enough. I think it's smooth enough. Yep, see, you need smooth top. And I got stuff off my hands. Jeez Louise. Best way to get rid of some of this stuff, so I can at least pick up my phone to look at my recipe. Look at the recipe I'm using. Just to rub it so it doesn't stick to your phone. Flour in between your hands. Alright. Okay, so this one wants me to got this towel for no reason. So 2 different recipes, cooking recipes. Not really cooking, but this one wants me to put this away for 2 hours. That's what I'm gonna do. Take all the oil we got on hand. Put it away for 2 hours. Jeez Louise. Alright, 1 second. I gotta wash this bowl. Butter. My bowl I use for stuffing that I got 2 hours. Jeez Louise. See, this will give you enough burger buns so you don't have to keep doing this mess. I'm gonna put this stuff around for 2 hours. You got covered with aluminum foil. Let me get my aluminum foil out. That's a mess. I did not read this recipe through all the way. Don't be like me. If you're gonna do a recipe you see on the internet, look into it first. So this is not a quick and easy one. This takes the whole dang 2 hours, 3 hours basically at this point. The other ones, if you're gonna look up if you want some fast ones, I suggest look up a 4-hour quick, not 4 hour, 40-minute quick burger bun recipe. So at that point, you would need just a towel and your dough and a damp towel. That's all you need in the oven. So now I gotta put. Now what you gotta do now is lace your bowl with oil, and just kind of get that oil all over that bowl, because it's gonna grow and you're gonna want to be able to come off. So let's get that all over that bowl, like so. I like to use paper towels because have a buttload because Angie's grandma, dad. Stop getting this. Why say grandma? You don't know if she's alive or not. Well, at least you're on your dad's side. That should be enough, hopefully. Yeah, it's gonna be good. And I just place that in there. Yep. Let's turn that in there. And you cover it. You set somewhere warm. Let it sit for 2 hours. Jeez Louise. So I'm gonna warm my oven. I'm gonna let it sit for 2 hours, and I'll be back after 2 hours. So you go do whatever. I'm gonna clean up, and I'm gonna clean up the parents' gates. See you later. Okay, it's been a whole 2 hours later. Finally. It's goofy. Now I got my dough. Look, it's not warm. It's kind of warm. It's kind of hot. But it doesn't matter. It's good enough. As long as it's not cooking, it's fine. I legit had lunch and stuff. There we go. Oh, some of it came off the top here. It doesn't matter. Just kind of scrape this off. I think that's why you'd rather use plastic, but it adds for room foil for some reason. But Gee Louise, now I gotta look at the recipe again because it's been so long. This entire time. Jeez Louise. I forgot the recipe. Okay, so now you line your pan with a sheet of parchment paper. I had some out, but then it fell into the trash can, which had some ferret feces in it. And I had to get another one. You don't even know none of that stuff. Because we were right above the trash can, and the wind knocked it down, opened up the trash can. I was like, dang it. Yeah. Because I decided to clean up the ferret cage, and I put it in the trash can, and yeah, it fell into the trash can. It's like, dang it. So, you know, always have your stuff that you gotta use away from the trash can, because I have to throw that one out and use this one. Hands clean and everything, you know. Always wash your hands. Add something to my eyeball. Probably a little bit of flour. Hey. Now you got your parchment paper with either silicone mat or parchment paper. You pat your pan or grease it. One of those three. Doesn't matter. It's your own. Now I gotta get this darn old flour out. And I need to flour it, knead it, and then cut it. So to make the shapes. And it says for like half an inch. I don't even know. I don't have a ruler for none of this mess, so I'm just gonna go off my eyeballs. So you gotta make it to a rectangle too, so you know, it's pretty stupid. So flour up your workspace. You know, that's why I got this rectangle mat, just in case. Actually, this thing has a measurement on the other side. I've used the wrong side though, so now I'm gonna start with this side. It has a measurement on the other side. But I'm pretty sure it wants it to be thickness and not. Just take the flour on the table and put it on your hands, you know. So it'll stick to your fingers. Also cut your nails if you're doing this mess. So yeah, we're going to work this dough now. See, that's right there. This means that it didn't. Means I did not oil this thing right. Make sure you got it oiled. To scrape the sides of that down. This will come right out. If you didn't get it, see, it's stuck, but it's still not like completely sticking. So I still oiled it, but didn't oil it enough that it will all fall out at once. So now I got 2 balls of dough here. Probably just make it back into one. It was steaming too. So kind of almost cooking a little bit. At least sit down for this mess, because all this right here, it's a goof. Ooh, there you go. Kind of tilted, but don't care. Make sure you get enough flour in your hands, man. You gotta make sure your hands are floured. Not too much so you won't ruin your bread. Now I need to roll this bad boy. This thing's kind of hot. Try to get it into a rectangle. First I gotta fold the dough back into itself because it fell apart. Let's call this the pat and roll technique. It flattens it out a little bit. This dough is mad hot. I think it almost started cooking in there. That's why I said be careful where you put this stuff at. Usually put it in my oven, but the oven got a little bit too hot this time. It's an old oven. But it's not so hot that it's actually cooking. It's still dough, so it wasn't cooking, so you know we're good. So I gotta get this thing to a rectangle? How do I do this? I don't know how to do this. Alright, so I'm just gonna, okay, not getting that. Oh, see, that's why you need more flour. So I need to put more flour in this thing. And on my hands, because this thing is really moist and it's starting to come apart. Put a little more flour on the workspace too, just to be safe. Hopefully these don't come out powdery for me. So it's always best to have a mixer, I guess, and a rolling pin, because I don't have a rolling pin, because the last rolling pin I got was really gross, because it got like rusty metal stuff in the inside of it, where the pins attached to the handles. That's one you need to get. If you're gonna have a rolling pin, get one without handles. Just get the pin, no handles. Also, don't get plastic ones, like plastic metal ones that have an inner layer, because it also will catch rust as a gnat in here, and it can get into your food, and that's not good. like I had rusty liquid coming out of my rolling pin because it could not get out water. Alright. Alright, so here we go. Let me get my second silicone thing right here. Rub some flour on this bad boy so I can squash this thing down. So it's always good to get a bunch of silicone mats, you know. They help out a lot. Basically like having reusable plastic wrap or ding-dang parchment paper, but reusable, and it helps out so much. So now I can actually use this to help roll out items and not worry about the darn old stuff, you know, sticking to nothing. Because sometimes wax paper doesn't work, sometimes parchment paper doesn't work, sometimes plastic wrap doesn't work. But this is destined to work. All you gotta do is make sure you got whatever you need on, like your oil, your flour on it, and you should be good. See right here, I need more oil, and more flour on this side of it, and then pat this down. Pat that down. It's so warm. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. That would suck. I just wasted so much flour on this. And just try to get it to a rectangle as much as you can. That's a 1/2 inch. I don't know how much that looks like because I'm not measuring this mess. I don't even know how you measure a 1/2 inch worth of dough. Let's do it vertically, off to the side. I'm not a chef. My family says, "Hey, Kanai, you should go to culinary school. You could be good." I don't want to do that. That's really expensive. And what am I gonna do with that? Gonna cook for other people? No, I don't like cooking for my family and my friends. That's all I like cooking for. Man, I guess it'd be cool flying around like, oh yeah, I have a culinary arts degree. But if you're not really like trying to cook for somebody, I feel like that is kind of useless a little bit. You can always just learn how to cook and stuff. You know, always look up recipes, get recipe books, you know, like watch cooking videos. You know, there's so much stuff I could do if I want to learn how to cook. My career is not cooking, you know. That's how it is. I don't know how long I want this thing. Alright, so I want someone to tell me, how the heck am I supposed to get a 5x10 rectangle? I don't know the measurement. It's on the other side. It's legit on the other side of this part. On the other side of this silicone. I'm not. So it's the entirety of this silicone mat. I need to get the entirety of the silicone mat out. This is the dumbest mess. So this is giving me a 5x10. So I need to squish this outwards and pull it outwards. So it's long enough. It's width length. It's big enough. It's 5. So now I need to get it out to a 10 lengthwise, which is like, I guess if it had a rolling pin, it'd probably be easier, but I don't. So it's getting there. It's getting there. This last upper corner here starts moving. It's getting there. Like, they never tell you need like measurement tools. Shout out to all the chefs and cooks and people who make food that can tell how lengthwise it is by just looking at it. That's some mathematician stuff right there. I could never do that. Not even with a ruler. I'm not good at measuring with a ruler. I think the only thing I have is some measuring tape. I'm not putting measuring tape next to my food. That thing's going to chip off or something. It's going to get on my food. I'm going to get like food cancer. I don't know what that means. I don't know. That was mean. Shout out to people with cancer. Keep fighting it. Fight, good fight. You know, all that jazz. And bless you all. But, oh, there you go. See, it's good in there. You know what it kind of smells like? It kind of smells like Logan rolls. I miss Logan's. Even though that place was going downhill. I miss it, though. You never liked it in the first place? I love that place. Even though it was legit the most dangerous place for me to go because there was peanuts everywhere. That honestly should have been the first indicator that this place sucks. If they did not clean up any of the peanut stuff. Because, no, legit. When I walked into Logan's up in Norfolk, on the edge of Darnell, Virginia Beach, the Logan's up there, they had peanuts everywhere. I get it that Logan's is a peanut place. They got low peanut cookies for your ding ding birthday ice cream and stuff. I get that. But when you get like, but here's a point. Here's a point to matter. Yes, they have peanuts, so you kind of just throw them on the floor, right? But there's no one sweeping them up. So every 5 steps you step, you're stepping on peanut shells. That was mad dangerous for me. I get it, but that place was still up to me. But that's crazy. I get it's a gimmick, but you guys still got to clean up. That's crazy. Alright, now I need, because it's the 8 equal pieces, so now I need to get a butter knife. And I need to make sure that it is floured up, so I don't just start dragging this stuff with me. Or I can get my tiny knife. No, I don't want to mess with silicone. Got some water stains from the darn old dishwasher. This thing was in the dishwasher for a second. Have you guys ever cut yourself with a butter knife? It is legit the worst feeling ever. Because it doesn't... Because here's the thing. When you cut yourself... You know you messed up when you cut yourself with a butter knife. Because it's not like sharp. It's dull as heck. And that means you basically sawed your arm... You sawed through your hand at that point. Alright, so 8 equal pieces. Okay, so let's say I do this. Okay, so I'm going to go down the middle first. Don't copy my method of going down 8 equal pieces because I don't know what it's asking for. Because it's asking for like I think like 8 rectangles or squares or something. Because I'm supposed to get like 8 buns out of this. So I'm just gonna go down this way. You know what? I have a pizza cutter. What am I doing? I'm so stupid. Why am I using a serrated blade? I'm so dumb. I have a pizza cutter. I'm stupid. This is the content you're paying for, folks. Me messing up on everything. I'm not paying for you watching. You're paying with time. I'm wasting your time. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not even good at talking to a camera, bro. I'm not good at talking to nobody. I'm not good at talking to a human. I'm not good at talking to my family. Alright, ooh, that's first things first. That's going diagonal. There you go. Alright, so that's good. And now I need to go vertical, make 8 pieces. So let's see, right here. 1. I messed that up. It doesn't matter, I still roll it up into a ball. So it's gonna roll it up to a ball, so it's not gonna matter. 2. 3 slices up vertical, 1 slice horizontal. All I need is 3 slices. There you go. So this one is probably going to be good. Then it's probably going to be really small burgers for this one. But these ones should be good. So I'll try to separate these a little bit. Come on. There you go. Come on. Come on. Doesn't matter if I pull away or not, because I'm going to have to roll them up anyway, so. So all this moisture is just going to go right back into the bun. Go right back in that bread. So I think at this point, you can add either sesame seeds. After you're done rolling up, you can add your egg wash and your sesame seeds, or you cannot add any sesame seeds because there's different types of burger buns out there. Honestly, I don't care about the whole darn old shape. Just gonna pat them down a little bit, throw them over here in this flour, and just roll them up, and then forget about them for a second, so I can get these all up the way because they're trying to stick to stuff. Like they're trying to stick in my hand right now because of the moisture that's in them, because of all the heat and steam that's coming off of them earlier. Like neck, yeah, it's doing it again. Let's probably start using this silicone thing right here to scoop them off. It's so much work. Well, and if you want a burger recipe, you always just watch the video, the older video on the channel. I think it's on the channel. Hopefully it is. I don't remember if it is or not. Of just me making burgers. You know, it's not like anything extravagant. Not some extra cool burger with gourmet whatever. It's just burgers. You know, everyone want to know how you can make a burger that usually tastes good like 100% of the time. You know, it shouldn't be that hard. Just look at this video, a couple videos down the line. When we start changing our content from weird instructional, the weird tip videos to cooking. There you go. And these parts, I feel like if I cut right here, it'll be even now. Yep, there you go. Always get a pizza cutter. If I had like a darn old dough slicer, that'd be cool, but I don't have that because, you know, never thought about it because I got pizza cutters, so, and knives in this thing, so it doesn't really matter to me. There you go. Keep those over here. At this point, you're supposed to get the air bubbles out of it if you have any air bubbles. I didn't have no air bubbles because, you know, they all kind of came out when they fell half and half. Yeah, just roll up your buns. So this bun's going to be kind of small. But it'll still be a bun. You know, just ball your rolls, and if you see you got too much on certain ones, you know, take that off, throw it in. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm not trying to mess up anything. This is this one. Gotta keep looking at my phone because I can't keep remembering this recipes. Okay, so this part tells me the whole ball thing is stupid, and don't listen to me. You're gonna basically roll the discs, flatten them into 2-inch thick discs. What? Oh my goodness. So okay. So I'm thinking, roll it up, roll, 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 roll. Okay. And then flat into 2-inch flat disc. I need more flour in my hand because that took all the flour from my hand. I'll eat it. You put it on there. I have to let these sit again for another hour? Are you kidding me? I'm having conniption right now, just so you know. Let's beat that into a little, I guess like this, like this. This is a 3. I was right. This is a 3-hour process. This is crazy. These buns better be the best thing ever. These buns better make me powerful enough to fight. Are we allowed to say come on the YouTube channel now? I thought there's no exploitedness.
You're the one who said it really bad.
You said it in the background. I'm pretty sure I could hear you. I will don't give me the right to do it. I will go crazy, bro. I just have so many words I wanted to say earlier that I did not say. Anyway, back to the instructions. You're gonna dust your buns very lightly with flour. So honestly, it's gonna stay the same, but I can just like take a piece of flour in my hand, like my finger like this, and just kind of rub that on top, pat it down a little bit, and it's good, you know. Hopefully you saw that on camera, because, you know, just like take a little bit like that. For example, just pat this down. Oop, let me roll this up again because this one's kind of falling apart. It's not as smooth as theirs are, but you know, bun's a bun. And make this evenly stretched because I don't want this to be not evenly stretched. and grow weird. Fold these over each other, make the cracks go away. It's always a good idea to do that, I guess. Basically what you did with the dough earlier, and then fold the dough into itself so you get a bun. So you get a smooth top. Then just kind of pat that smooth top down until you get like a little bun patty, like you're making a burger patty. That's what you're doing the same thing, And then just kind of put that on your whatever you got. And let that sit for a whole nother hour. Let it sit for a whole nother hour with plastic wrap on top. That's what we're doing. This is too much. To make some burger buns, dog. I might as well watch some process, bro. Oh my goodness. Like, where do you even get yeast from? Where do you get yeast from? That's not the sort. I'm losing it slightly over here, guys. Don't worry. This is all a little act. That's not. Please help. It's so much work. Hopefully it's not catch up any of his music on this darn old headphone. Got stuff back just in case. I've been working on this thing since like what, 12, 11? It's 4 now. It's 4 o'clock. That's crazy. The entire day wasted just to make these some ding ding burger buns. And I still need to work on the darn old fries. Well, good thing it's only at 4. Good thing I did not do this thing any later than when I did it.
Never do things on time.
I can never do things on time. You are darn right about that one, Missy. There you go. I need to read my emails too, and also I've been trying to find some pieces for like PC stuff. So I found a website that builds PCs, basically the same stuff, but I also need to see what there is to build and see how much that would cost. Calculate it up and stuff. Get this thing more circular, spherical. Alright, sweet. Put that there. So these, I guess these should rise while they're inside the plastic wrap. You know, double in size. So keep them not far enough away from each other. But these are probably gonna be like pretty close. But I can just slice them off. That's how it is. That's how they grow. That's how they get in the store. That's how you get them everywhere. You know. It's starting to get cold a little bit. Hurry up. There's a ghost in the kitchen. Spooky kitchen ghost. He's trying to kill me with a potato peeler. That's what I almost fell over. This is crazy, bro. That was gonna be kind of big, but who cares? This is going to take a second. I'll be back when I'm done. You have it sit out like this for about another hour. So, see you another hour. Get all this cleaned up. So I may have messed up. Okay, so I may have messed up on the ding dang buns a little bit. They are rising a little bit, but not by much. Hopefully they'll rise even more when I cook them, when I bake them. But let me drop some water. But when I put this together, because I think I may have like overwarmed it, because this thing gets really warm for no reason. So I'm gonna put it in the oven. After I put all that stuff on top, like the egg wash and stuff on top. So, you know, egg wash, egg and water, and then put sesame seeds on top. and then put in the oven for. I don't have my phone on me. 1 second. I'm gonna cut this part out. I was thinking baby down the thing. You're gonna put it at 375 degrees. Wait, what's he at? What the heck? How'd you get up here? We're keeping this in the video. You good, dog? Get down from there. I want to touch her by making food. So you gotta get her. So, what I was saying. Yeah, you're gonna get your second egg, use a fork, beat the egg, add water until you get an egg wash, lightly brush the top, and then you are going to sprinkle sesame seeds on all your buns. And you're gonna put it in the oven, just preheated for like 15 to 17 minutes, depending on how brown you want it. You know, just get it brown on top. You know, that's it. Now we'll do that real quick. Well, as you can see, I obviously messed up here. They're still kind of burger bunny. They're still kind of buns at the end of the day, but I think that's what I messed up here is when I was warming it up, it got too hot and it killed the yeast and didn't get to rise correctly, and so it didn't rise correctly at all. But they're still usable. They're still buns. At this point, there's rolls. They're sesame seed rolls. But I guess that's it. Just don't mess up there. You know, read your instructions carefully. And let's have a good day. Bye.